Right now at 10, Lori Phillips takes the stand in her reckless homicide trial.
And Common Council dissents. An ordinance regulating short-term rentals in La Crosse receives an amendment. Some council members say the original already did the trick.
Plus, a bill allowing absentee ballots to be counted a day early gets more bipartisan momentum.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozorowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. It was day 4 of the Lori Phillips trial. Phillips is accused of killing her husband, Mark, in a 2019 hit and run. Phillips took to the stand and detailed the events of the night that led up to her husband's death. Lori and Mark had gone out for dinner and drinks with friends. She says Mark became upset when he heard that a man she used to bartend with would be coming to the bar they were at. Lori says Mark became physically violent with her later in the night outside of a Southside La Crosse bar. When they got back to their home, they continued to argue. Lori says she fled the scene quickly for her safety and that she believes Mark was standing next to the driver's side door when she accelerated. She says she didn't think she hit Mark as she was pulling away.
Did you have the sense when you left that you thought you had hit Mark or struck him in some respect?
Not one time, no.
Lori, if you had had that sense that you had injured Mark or you had hit him with the truck, what would your response have been?
I would have stopped. I would have stopped and helped him.
No objection.
Okay.
There was no time today for the prosecution to cross-examine Phillips. They have argued that evidence shows she intentionally hit him. The trial continues tomorrow. If convicted, Phillips faces 25 years in prison.
La Crosse's Common Council will take up an amended ordinance on short-term rentals next month. Councilmember Chris Woodard's amendment reflects some resident concerns that News 8 Now detailed last week. The ordinance now says properties can't be rented out for more than 180 days each year. Each minimum rental period is now 2 days, and the property manager contact has to be within 30 miles of the property and be available while someone's renting it. It also says anyone applying for a short-term license with the city has to notify any neighbors within 100 feet. The vote to refer the proposal for 30 days passed by a vote of 8-4.
Well, small offices, cramped spaces, and non-ADA compliant restrooms top the list of problems for officers working at the Winona County Law Enforcement Center. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the story.
Small offices, cramped spaces, and non-ADA compliant restrooms top the list of problems for officers working at the Winona County Law Enforcement Center. The city of Winona is asking for $26 million from the state of Minnesota and other sources to fix the aging law enforcement center and take on other projects. The law enforcement center, though, is its top priority.
When the building was constructed, safety was not really ever at the top of the list.
Now, officers want a safer space where they can work.
As evidence handling has changed and the prevalence of fentanyl and methamphetamine has come, our evidence processing area and packaging area is located directly within the confines of the law enforcement center.
According to City Manager Chad Ubel, half of the money they're asking for would go towards rebuilding or repairing the law enforcement center. The other half would be used to turn the East End Recreation Center into a community center and remove nitrogen and phosphorus from its wastewater treatment facility. If that number seems high, Ubel says it's for a reason.
Primarily, all of our engineer costs, architect fees, soft costs, and then of course construction. It could be used for land acquisition, so if there's property that we don't own.
If the city decides to build a new public safety facility, it would house all first responders and be in the old Central Grade School building or next to the fire station. Either way, Chief Williams is hoping something is done sooner than later.
We're running into the issues of health and wellness for our police officers as well. There's mandates from the state of Minnesota saying that you have to start taking a look at mental as well as physical well-being of your police officers, and these structures just don't meet those needs.
Ubel tells me the city's hoping to know by the spring if they will receive funding from the Minnesota legislature to remodel or build a new public safety facility. In La Crosse, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
All right, Jeremy, thanks very much. In the meantime, I couldn't help but notice the wind was whipping in the evening hours tonight.
Whipping wind.
It really was. The flags are whipping out there tonight,
around.
Craig. They're going all over the place,
Well,
Greg.
not like that silly win or something I usually
Yeah, whipping
actually
wins
say.
better.
Yeah, we did have the win here today, but the good news is that it's going away. We'll have more cloud cover. Overall, temperatures weren't too bad today with plenty of sunshine that we have. That is going to change at least a little bit for tomorrow. Overall, current temperatures have dropped back down to the low 40s. Up to the middle upper 30s right now. So overall still fairly nice out there. Big picture shows a little bit colder air up to the north. We are going to get some of that in our area for tomorrow as we go through, along with cloud cover. Big picture shows it's really wrapping around that low that's well to the east right now, but it's got northwest flow and a little bit of cloud cover beginning to push close. So that's what we're going to kind of see. We're already seeing some of that cloud cover, but we'll see more of it tomorrow. Maybe even a sprinkle or a shower well to the north. But otherwise, you wake up tomorrow morning, increasing clouds, light winds, but from the northwest. So notice the temperatures only getting up to around 40 degrees by noon. For La Crosse, we're looking at similar type of conditions too. Once again, cloud cover will be the story and much cooler temperatures. The good news is that is just one day. Coming up, we're going to have a little trivia question exactly saying what is this last 60th degree day we have, because we're going to get 60s next week. So I'll kind of break that down and give you the answer a little bit later in the broadcast.
Oh, looking forward to that one, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Bipartisanship has been hard to find in Wisconsin's state capitol, but a new ballot bill is getting support from both sides of the aisle. Democratic Governor Tony Evers says he supports a GOP-backed bill that allows absentee ballots to be processed the day before an election. The legislation is meant to ease the workload of local clerks and their staff on Election Day. Wisconsin State Assembly passed the measure earlier today with bipartisan support. It now heads to the state Senate. If it passes there, it will head to Governor Evers' desk.
Also today, the Wisconsin Assembly delaying a vote on a $2 billion income tax cut. Now, the bill is part of a legislative package that also targets child care costs. The measure would lower the third income tax bracket from over 5% down to 4.4%, as well as increase child and dependent tax credits. Now, the state Senate passed the proposal last month, though the governor is expected to veto the tax cut if it makes it through the Assembly.
Up next on News 8 Now, the new member of the UW La Crosse family has people wagging their tails.
See how this first-of-its-kind program is brightening people's day.
Introducing Ultimate Precision LLC, your trusted partner for precision craftsmanship. From interior to exterior, our expert painters bring life to your vision with impeccable precision. Our masonry and building restoration team breathes new life into the old, preserving history for generations to come. We're the masters of tuck pointing, securing your structure's integrity, one brick at a time. Ultimate Precision LLC, where craftsmanship meets perfection. We're here to deliver the ultimate precision.
It's big, really big. It's the Weekend Furniture Blowout at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. This weekend, for 4 big days, we've slashed prices on hundreds of items store-wide. Sofas, sectionals, and recliners from Flexsteel to Core Rest and Smith Brothers. Bedrooms and dining rooms from Daniels Amish and Cannondale. Plus the area's finest selection of leather from Stressless and Lazy Boy. You'd better hurry. You won't see furniture of this quality at these prices again. The Weekend Furniture Blowout. It's this weekend only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
It's here, Wisconsin's newest and most exclusive sports show. Wisconsin Huddle. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's a dynamic 30-minute weekly special produced for the die-hard fans of Wisconsin athletics. Embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of some of UW's top athletes as we offer an inside look into their world. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30. Brought to you by Osseo Automotive.
Welcome back to News 8 Now at 10. There is a new faculty member at UW La Crosse, and he doesn't need much to command a classroom, just 4 paws and a tail.
News 8 Now's Dua Israr introduces us to the Dr. Wags program and its star Dr. Rossi.
Ken and Emily, the Dr. Wags program is the first of its kind for the UW system. It provides faculty service dog training on campus for students and kids with disabilities like Jude.
1, 2, 3. Strapped in and ready to roll, Jude knows what he's here to do.
And we're gonna sit.
By the end of this visit, he's determined to leave no pins standing. While bowling may seem like it's right up his alley, for Jude, it's hard work.
Jude's really coming in and learning a lot of things new. zipping zippers, opening things, grasping things.
From the moment he was born, Jude was diagnosed with spine bifida. His spinal cord never developed properly.
Oh, nice.
For 1 hour once a week, Jude works on his balance, arms, and mobility.
Can Rossi come and sit by you?
Occasionally, he gets help from a four-legged friend.
How you doing, bud? Good.
Meet Rossi, the facility dog.
Yes, good job.
This is really our opportunity to have students experience some real-world interactions and interventions with something that is just not all that common.
Rossi is a part of University of Wisconsin La Crosse's Dr. Wags program.
I think Rossi's really happy right now. Do you think so?
He provides facility service dog training on campus for students and gives support to kids like Jude.
That is a really huge load for so many people with disabilities who are in like limited income and they're not able to, wouldn't be able to afford the training part for a companion animal.
Okay, Rossi, tug.
Whatever Rossi can do, Jude can too.
Being able to see the things Rossi's capable of, like opening, closing doors, bringing in things, kind of makes Jude be like, oh, I can do that too.
Each class, Rossi teaches a new lesson.
Try to do fun things, we are trying to do functional things, and sometimes they can be really difficult. So having that animal there makes it a little bit more fun for them.
And Jude gets the reward.
Rossi brought me a treat.
Sometimes the love can be overwhelming.
Jude can get a little overexcited, which kind of prevents him from being able to do certain things. So having Rossi around really comforted and calmed him down.
At the end of every session, Jude's got a new skill in his back pocket and a smile on his face.
I was excited to see him.
And Rossi's happy to hear those three little words.
Can you tell him to shake?
A good dog.
Yeah. Good job, Jude. Good job. Okay, Rossi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, a dog like Rossi would have cost roughly $50,000, but because of a nonprofit called Canine Companions, he was given to the program for free. Ken and Emily, back to you.
A wonderful story. And guys, let's sit on this double box very briefly because as wonderful as that story is, Dua, it's also a little bittersweet because that is the last one that you'll be doing for WKBT because you are on to the next step in your career. You want to tell everybody where you're headed?
Yes, I am staying in the Badger State. I will be at CBS 58 in Milwaukee.
It's such a great jump for you. Well deserved. You've grown so much over the last 2 years, Dua. You are a fantastic journalist. We will miss you, but we do wish you well on the next step of your professional career.
I'll miss you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dua. Coming up tonight on News 8, Happy Savesgiving.
Turkey prices are down this year along with other food items. What goes into the process of pricing turkeys next?
And look at the temperatures here. We're going to start off with 43 tomorrow, but by Vets Day, we're seasonal. We all climb all the way up to the 60s by next Tuesday. I'll break down how long that smile condition will last and if any rain's in the forecast on your First Warn Weather update after the break.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, our delicious pan pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Thick, crispy, buttery pan pizza? Now that is an expression.
For a limited time, take and bake any large 2-topping pan pizza for just $11.99. At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
In my oven.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Escape the chaos of everyday life and experience true relaxation and improved health at Revive Wellness Spa. Unlike any spa in the area, Revive Wellness Spa is your first choice for self-care. Our services include red light therapy, meditation pod, an infrared sauna, a float tank, and so much more. Call or book online today and receive up to 60% off your first service. Don't forget to ask about our detox specials.
Signs build brands, create impact, and grab attention. Signorama La Crosse is your full-service sign center. We use the latest technology and highest quality products to produce custom signs, vehicle wraps, banners, wall murals, window graphics, and trade show displays. Signorama La Crosse Design Services will help create the perfect sign to advertise your product or business. We can custom make any type of sign, including box signs, channel letters, custom logos, digital graphics, and directory signs. Signorama La Crosse, locally owned, globally known.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. 24-pack Pepsi products, just $8.88. Basket and bushel green grapes, just $1.48 a pound. Mrs. Grimes beans or chili beans, only 69 cents. A dozen Hy-Vee large eggs, just 99 cents. Jimmy Dean bacon, just $2.99. And lots of matzo pizza, only $4.99. Get these great deals and more Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
It's here, Wisconsin's newest and most exclusive sports show. Wisconsin Huddle. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's a dynamic 30-minute weekly special produced for the die-hard fans of Wisconsin athletics. Embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of some of UW's top athletes as we offer an inside look into their world. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30. Brought to you by Osseo Automotive.
Attention seniors, be safe with your affordable tub-to-shower conversion or enjoy an all-new bathroom. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, great news for those in charge of cooking for the upcoming holiday. Turkey prices going down just in time for Thanksgiving. The rare drop had us wondering, though, what goes into the price of turkey?
Good question.
Thank you.
Jeff Wagner explains the many steps helping shoppers save.
Everybody's heard about the bird. Talking turkey can be a costly conversation. But the word on the bird this season, I'm gonna get a butterball. You know it? Is far from foul, especially the price you pay at the store.
Turkey prices are down anywhere from 9 to 13%, according to a new report from Wells Fargo.
A report Dr. Michael Swanson helped research and write.
Minnesota produces 1 out of 4 turkeys in this country. You know, over 1 billion pounds in a year.
He says turkey farmers were optimistic this summer, adding 2 to 3% more birds into their barns in preparation for Thanksgiving.
Well, they all did it at the same time, and the wholesale prices have really cratered. They're down 30% from a year ago.
It's a simple case of supply and demand, leading to lower prices at the store, but that wasn't the only factor.
We know it's the demand, of course, but it's also the feed.
What goes into the price of a turkey?
You know, it's mostly the feed cost, and feed costs have been elevated for the last couple of years.
After feed costs, Swanson says it's the barn expenses, then labor to raise the hatchlings to a plump 25 pounds, and the shipping to get them to store shelves. That last factor dropped in costs as well. Refrigerated trucks are charging $3.30 per mile, down 50 cents from a year ago.
I think it has a lot to do with that bird flu.
While the bird flu continues to threaten the industry, it was more impactful on prices in 2022.
It was kind of a double hit last year. Fewer birds to start with, and then losing some of them was not very helpful for the supply.
It's expensive to be a farmer these days. It's not an easy life.
If there's any concern about higher prices, shop smart when it comes to Thanksgiving sides this year. Canned cranberries shot up in price 60%, while canned pumpkin is up 30%.
Whether the prices go up or down, does that impact how you shop for Thanksgiving?
No, it does not. I buy what I like, and because it's tradition.
Jeff Wagner, WCCO News.
Greg's favorite song.
And the price of a bushel of corn right now is $4.70, down from about $6.50 a year ago. Okay. Dr. Swanson says that could trickle down to cheaper prices at the grocery store next Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Oh, something to look forward to.
Yeah,
again.
Exactly. Are you in charge of any cooking this year? Or?
No, I'm going home to Houston.
I'm
bringing beverages.
Very nice.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only do mashed potatoes in my household. My wonderful wife handles everything else. How about in the household of Greg Barnhart? What are you on tap for this evening? This Thanksgiving, I should say.
Yeah. I'll be here that week, so I won't be doing much of my own cooking. That's about it. But we do have Veterans Day coming up, and it's going to be actually seasonal. And someone pointed out one of the hats is missing up there. That is a Space Force. They don't have that one up there, too. But overall, pretty nice conditions, too. More clouds, but obviously it would be pretty seasonal. But with precipitation for the next 7 days or 10 days, we don't have much. These top two really are just really small chances tonight, tomorrow, and even Saturday night. Most areas will stay dry. maybe some next Friday, next weekend, but overall, you're not going to see a lot of precipitation in the next 8 days. Overall, 40s, the coolest day tomorrow will be more 40s and 50s this weekend, Vets weekend, and then next week, 50s and 60s are back. It's actually a mild stretch of weather coming. For tomorrow, we still have this cloud cover beginning to sink south. That will have a shower, maybe a flurry in some of the areas, but overall, most areas will stay dry with that northwest wind, and really that's a story throughout Friday, which is a little bit more snow as you go forward north of, Ladysmith. Otherwise, most of the areas will stay dry throughout the afternoon. We might start seeing some breaks towards the evening hour, but it'll take some time. So like I said, it's going to be cloudy, coolish tomorrow. But that's the last day we're going to see of those conditions too much. That system Saturday coming through, that one brings up some warmer air, but here's that little bit of an area of precipitation maybe for Saturday night. Once again, it's going to be a very, very small area that gets some of that. But notice the winds, southerly winds ahead of it, and even behind it starts picking up southerly winds for Sunday. So once again, our temperatures are not going to drop off of that. They're actually going to reverse behind that system and go up. And that's the big story going on until next weekend. All this warm air to the south, upper level winds are going to turn to southwest and build this ridge, which means warm temperatures are going to kind of all the way up to the plains, up to the Midwest. It's not until about midweek that we start seeing some cooler air begin to drop south. And there will be some system come through probably Thursday and Friday. Right now it's hard to say if we're going to have any precipitation with it. Probably breezy conditions, but still it's not going to be much going through. So that's a story with the temperatures. Overall, you're going to see a lot of pink on this, which is above average all the way through the weekend, and then continuing next week, especially in the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. There could be some areas in the Central Plains, southern areas that are well into the 80s and record level with this amount of warm temperatures. We'll be sitting up in the 60s, a few 70s probably further to the west, and that continues all the way through Tuesday. And then eventually by Wednesday, we'll start seeing coming down a little bit, but still, even by the time we get this point next week, we're still in the 40s. So overall, not too bad. For tonight, upper 20s, low 30s, pretty typical for this time of year. Once again, we might see a shower or sprinkle to the north. Cloud cover off and on. Tomorrow, a lot more cloud cover will keep those temperatures really below average, actually in the low 40s to the south, around to the upper 30s to the north. Once again, you could see a shower or a sprinkle up to the north with lighter winds, but then that all changes for Veterans Day. We get up to the mid 40s and then we start climbing back up to the mid 50s by Monday, and it just keeps going up and could stay that way at least through Thursday before we start seeing the temperatures maybe begin to fall back. But even then, we're only looking at still the mid 50s by Friday, so we should be about the mid 40s. So overall, you really can't beat these conditions right now.
No.
But we always do pay for it later, right?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what this region is known for,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. And hey, coming up next in sports, Boscobel sending one of its best to the SEC. Plus, Caledonia's state title hopes put to the test tonight in the Class AA quarterfinals. Rob's got the action next.
When you're looking to update your home, shop the Habitat Restore. The Habitat Restore offers a wide selection of new and gently used building materials and home furnishings at an incredibly low price. From furniture and cabinets, windows and doors, appliances, vintage items, reclaimed lumber, and everything in between. The Restore has what you're looking for, and new products arrive daily. So before you run to that big box store, shop the Habitat Restore, providing families with a place to call home.
College is more than the knowledge you gain. It's a place to cultivate your curiosity. It's where you explore the potential and what's next. It's where you find the tenacity to rise, rather than settle for good enough. It's a series of moments that add up to form your future self. It's where what you want is within reach, on your terms. It's where you find a career, not just a job. Western Technical College. Discover what you're made of.
Gather the family and join in on Perkins holiday festivities. Here, everyone can savor our new hand-cut prime rib dinner, enjoy the perfect slice of pie, and take home your favorite pie from Perkins Holiday Bake Shop.
It's Carl's Why Wait Till Friday sale. Get Black Friday pricing now. Save up to 50% on select appliances, plus bonus rebates of up to $1,000. Enter to win this beautiful Beko kitchen package valued over $5,500. This Frigidaire electric range is only $549. Save up to $900 on Serta iComfort Eco mattresses and save on select fireplace stands. TVs and soundbars are on sale too.
Carl's Air Servicing Dealer since 1956.
At Batteries Plus, we bring power to your life. Can your car battery survive another winter? Come to Batteries Plus for a great selection of auto batteries, battery testing, and installation.
covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The Caledonia football team is back in familiar territory. The state tournament, 5 straight state titles from 2015 to 2019 for the Warriors, and they're looking to regain their spot on that throne. Let's go to Rochester, Class AA quarterfinals. Caledonia taking on Jackson County Central. Huskies hot right out of the gate. First quarter, Roman Voss calls his own number. He's into the end zone for a score. Huskies lead it by 7. Later in the corner, so nice he does it twice. Voss takes it himself again for the Huskies just like that. Warriors with some work to do, down 14. Caledonia looking to make something happen. Ethan Stendel, a heave to Fisher Waite. Huge pickup to move the sticks. Waite taken down inside the 15, but the Warriors can't capitalize. Second quarter, Huskies do. Voss hooking up with Ben Gallagher on the slant, finds him in stride. Sophomore turns on the Jets. What a statement from Jackson County. Huskies go into the locker room up 21, and they keep their foot on the gas all night long. Second half, this is just too easy. Straight up the middle for another score. Caledonia with no answer for the Huskies offense. Warriors run ends 1 game shy of US Bank Stadium as they fall in the quarterfinals. 41-0. On the volleyball court, the Warriors keep on winning. Caledonia makes it look easy in the state quarterfinals today up in St. Paul. Warriors get the sweep over Concordia Academy. They're on their way to the Class AA semifinals tomorrow night. Mabel Canton will be there as well. The Cougars getting a dominant 3-set sweep over Badger, Greenbush, Middle River tonight in the single quarterfinals. Single A quarterfinals, that is. Mabel Canton will be in action for its semifinal matchup tomorrow at 3 p.m. Well, many of our area athletes making the next chapter of their academic and athletic careers official this week. It's hard to find a signing bigger than this one. One of Boscobel's best is going to showcase her skills in the SEC. Greta Grassel has been an absolute star in the softball circle during her time with the Bulldogs. She'll continue to be a Bulldog at SEC powerhouse Mississippi State. Grassel's just the second Wisconsin student athlete to ever go to Mississippi State for softball. The senior's a 3-time first-team All-State selection. She's also a 3-time Southwest Wisconsin Activities League Player of the Year, as well as a 2-time Gatorade State Player of the Year nominee. Bulldogs getting one of the best Wisconsin has to offer. Back-to-back for the Bucks tonight. They were on the road taking on the Pacers. No Dame in this one, so Giannis taking over. Count the bucket, +1. Bucks down 11. But second half, the big man's still at it. 54 for Giannis in this one. One shy of his career high. Milwaukee up 4. Pacers will tie it late. Cam Payne puts the Bucks back on top with this drive to the cup. But Indiana is going to regain the lead thanks to Tyrese Halliburton. He drains the 3. Pacers go up 1. And despite a monster effort from Giannis, Bucks come up short on the road, 124-122. Wild in the Big Apple looking for its 3rd straight win, taking on the Rangers. Second period, Minnesota gets the equalizer. Brock Faber with the strike. Brandon Duhane gets credit for the goal. He deflects it in. That ties the game at 1. But early 3rd period, Rangers on the break. Great pass. Alexis Lafreniere finds the back of the net. Rangers regain the lead. And they kept it the rest of the night. Look at this empty netter from half court or half ice, whatever you want to call it. That was a pretty one. Minnesota falls on the road 4-1 the final.
I'm glad I didn't call that one. I would have went with the Wild.
That's true, yeah.
That's a good point.
She knows when to not predict.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
how good she is.
She's so good.
Unreal.
Good thing you didn't ask about the Caledonia prediction because I didn't see that coming. We didn't see that coming at all. A great season for the Warriors, though. They'll be back.
Absolutely. And a good win for Mabel Canton volleyball, though.
Absolutely. And Caledonia volleyball.
That's right.
Tomorrow. Big semifinals tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
Can't wait.
Rob, thanks very much.
You got it.
We got more news right after this.
Want to see a magic trick? Taco John's is turning your dollar into mouth-watering favorites with the new BOGO for a Buck menu. Get a signature Taco John's item, then add another for just $1. Abracadabra, yeah! The new BOGO for a Buck menu, only at Taco John's.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Why wait until Black Friday for big savings? At Wesco and Sparta, it's Black November. Get break down the door savings on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and flooring. Save even more with coupon savings of $25 to $100. Buy 1 item, use 1 coupon. Buy 10 items, use 10 coupons. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Mere hours from the hustle and bustle of Midwest hubs, the La Crosse region offers exciting flavors, captivating views, and unparalleled outdoor recreation. Ignite your senses and make memories with those that matter most between the bluffs and along the mighty Mississippi River. Explore La Crosse invites you to join us on WKBT and online at news8000.com as we explore local businesses in our community. No matter your niche, your next adventure is calling and is just a road trip away.
It's easy to take freedom for granted, but it didn't just happen. Freedom was fought for, cried for, bled for. We understand no gesture of gratitude will ever be sufficient. Today and every day, we remember those who served steadfast for duty, honor, and country. Your sacrifice will never be forgotten.
People of another age, yep. Howdy Doody Time, the Ed Sullivan Show, the Mickey Mouse Club. You remember, getting in and out of that tub just isn't quite as easy as it once was. We make life easier for older folks like me. New walk-in shower, a personal shower, a seat if you like. Seriously, be safe. Call the board store. Let us make your bathroom safe and beautiful. Contact the board store today.
Feliz Navidad. Light up the season with Nachos Navidad.
Feliz Navidad, prospero año.
From the bottom of our hearts, happy holidays from Taco John's.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
The Dell Family YMCA held an open house to showcase and dedicate their new pool upgrades and locker rooms. The locker rooms had not been renovated since the opening of the building in 1969. According to La Crosse YMCA CEO Bill Soper, there were some much needed upgrades.
So, just trying to keep the facility, state of the art and giving members the facilities they expect to have nowadays.
This project, along with the improvements at the YMCA in Onalaska, were both paid for through a combination of donations and YMCA financing. Membership fees will not change as a result of the improvements. We'll be right back after this.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's the Bobby Bones Show.
Get your morning started right. She says my boyfriend can't stand that I listen to the show. He would rather I spend time with him.
That's crazy.
Oh, just dump him.
What do you call a pig that does karate?
What?
A pork chop.
Of course you do.
Yes! A woman donated a kidney to a complete stranger all because of a Facebook post.
You're gonna walk away feeling better than you did before. Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
Get ready to save some money because it's still going on. The King Furniture Total Renovation Sale with hundreds of recliners, motion furniture, bedroom furniture, and more. All drastically reduced. Over $2 million of quality name brand furniture at incredible prices. Like these Lazy Boy recliners starting at just $299. Queen mattresses starting at $349. Reclining sofas starting at an incredible $699. Do not miss the King Furniture Total Renovation Sale.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland, as in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
They have state-of-the-art equipment. We have state-of-the-art equipment. They have qualified technicians. We have qualified technicians. They can set your appointment in maybe a month. We can get you in tomorrow. They will charge you an arm and a leg. We charge hundreds, not thousands. Sensible MRI, where quality and affordability meet.
Dear sharp curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
All right, definitely colder tomorrow, cloudy, 43, but that'll be really the last day we'll see the 40s for a little bit of time. We're going up to the 50s this weekend and 60s next week. And yes, what was the trivia question? What was the last date, the last part of the season that we hit 60?
I have no idea. I felt like we hit 60 the other day.
Well, December
I've lived here a month. Okay.
December,
yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, fingers crossed for that, for sure. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.
Have a good night.